Mike here from Movie Reviews by South the Normal, coming to you today to talk about Better Call Saul Season 6, Episode 12. I am very delighted this episode happened because I thought last week episode number 11 was it. I don't know why my brain was like, that was it? It took me a second, before I made my review, I calmed down and realized, oh, there's two more coming, which I'm happy for because I don't want the show to end. But this episode, we follow Kim, where she's been since she left Jimmy. We see that she filed for divorce. She moved to Florida. She's with someone else. And then we not finally, it's been one episode. What the hell am I saying finally for? But we get the reveal of what their phone conversation was, where Jimmy or Gene or Saul, whatever you want to call him, beats the hell out of the phone booth afterwards and breaks it. I thought it was going to be like a Breaking Bad callback to where he calls her and does this thing to throw off police, thinking like, oh, they're done. Let's figure out what to do with Miss Wexler here, and we can cross her off the list of possible contacts. But it was very personal. It was very real, and it was very painful to watch. Not the ending I wanted for their relationship. I wanted them to get back together. Still time. Could be a swerve in the next episode. That happens. But we follow Kim's story where she tries to right the past and she comes clean to Howard's wife about everything. She's trying to basically clean her slate. But then Howard's wife is like, everyone thought he was on cocaine and killed himself. His legacy is gone. This is useless. Plus, you're not getting prosecuted because the DA's like, no freaking proof of evidence. I like the black and white when they're in the present time, I guess. The aftermath of Saul's fallout. I like that storyline that they got going. We also have in this episode the continuation of the grift, where Gene goes to the guy's house who they refuse to rob because he has cancer. My dad has cancer. I ain't doing this. So Jimmy goes and does it. Turns out his Jeffy, I think it was his name, the cab driver who recognized him initially, and this is his payback, kind of has a moment of oh shit, and crashes his car because two cops are having lunch behind him. So now he's in jail, and now the mom figured out who he was and hit her life alert button and alerted the authorities that he was there. He should have just left, but then we wouldn't have a story. Jesse Pinkman's back in this one for a little bit, talking about, before he even meets Saul, before he goes to Saul, talking about how you wouldn't pick your surgeon based on a cheesy commercial. That was just interesting, this episode and what they've done with the writing. I've been a very big fan of the writing. I've said it's like a masterclass in dramatic writing. But the story for me personally, I'm like, they're really making Saul out to be this real big dirt bag. Granted, let's call a spade a spade. That's what he was. I just wanted, personally, I was feeling for him. I get that he's this scumbag con man who tried and failed to have it all, and then his heart got broken and he went way off the deep end. But it feels, to me, it's just they went way over here with it, which that's their decision. The writing is still great. It's still, but personally, not professionally, not this is terrible writing. It's just my personal feelings where I wanted a different story. The story they told is told really good, great even, and I can see why they went the way they went. This episode just kind of answered a bunch of questions. It leaves a lot more questions to be answered. And it just kind of dashed some hopes for me because I wanted Kim and Jimmy to reconnect somehow, somewhere, some way. Because I just like their dynamic together. Seahorn and Odenkirk, they're so good together on the screen, and their characters just have this energy when they're together. You love it, and you want more of it. And then this their separation in this episode just made it so visceral. Oh man, that hurts that they're apart. Francesca's storyline is interesting. I don't know if they're going to dive more into that, why she sticks around. I guess the payoffs to do all the shady shit Saul makes her do is the reason she sticks around. But the way he treats her, her just dissatisfaction with all the crap she's putting up with, it's just like, why do you do this to yourself? I don't know. It was a good episode, not the greatest one. I do like this storyline. I do. It's how they're telling it, how it's unfolding. I don't like it from a personal standpoint, from a just writing standpoint. I like it from that. Personally, like I said, I want it different. But the show's ending. Got one episode left. I'm sure part of me feels to leave the door open for like an El Camino type movie to be made from Saul Goodman. It's coming to an end. I'm very excited for what the next episode's going to bring, the series finale. I feel like there's some holes that do need to be tidied up. But overall, the episode was good. It was nice to see some resolution with Kim, to see where she's been for 6 years, I think it was, in the story timeline. I don't like where they took Saul. I wanted him to not be so dirtbaggy to the extreme. It was really cool to have that twist of the mom figuring it out and calling the cops on him. So we're going to see some type of either Breaking Bad type ending where he just has to like go out in a blaze of glory where he's dying on the floor, or he's going to continue on being the ghost that he became, being the slippery eel that just keeps getting away with it, as he kind of mentions in this episode. But check it out wherever you can. Just watch. I want you to watch the episode, but if you haven't, watch the series. Start with episode 1 and just go, because you're going to be hooked. You're going to love this series. Like, Breaking Bad was phenomenal. This is phenomenal plus a couple thousand. Like, you never would have guessed how well this show could have turned out based on the character they chose to do the offshoot of. So, Better Call Saul, Season 6, Episode 12 is out now, somewhere streaming. Find it, watch it. Let me know what you think in the comments. I enjoyed it. It's not one of the best episodes of the series. Personally, the story went somewhere I didn't like, but the writing, the story that they're telling overall as a whole, I get it. I do commend them for some more marvelous writing, some more marvelous cinematography, some more just overall great filmmaking, TV making, whatever you want to call it. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Peace.